Hello everyone, this is Mr.MostWanted. Today is April 19th, Doomsday. The second DLC for Dismantle has been released, and for today's video I'm going to show you the trailer, the screenshots, and what is new, the DLC, along with the new version of the game. Without further ado, let's watch the trailer. This is a very interesting trailer. I mean, not the trailer, but the content. As always, a new world to explore, new items, new resource, new weapons, new tools, and I mean, I gotta say, this is really cool. So, new place to explore, like Crown Station. Of course, as usual, like previous game, the previous title. no, not the previous title. The previous DLC. And the base game. Puzzles will return. And of course, new enemies, as we noticed, and lightsaber. Yes, we're getting a lightsaber from Star Wars, and I thought this was an April Fool's, but well, it's April, so it's never too late for April Fools, I guess. As usual, the same enemies we know, from 0 to 100. The turrets, the ones that move around and shoot. Overall, I'm excited to play this game when I'll get my hands on this game, the DLC. Now, as for the latest news, here it is. New endgame area. Some of you worked really hard to push through the arc. Might have felt that when you got the power fist, there wasn't anything to really use it for. Thus, we tasked the power level designer to make up a really hard and nasty endgame era with an accompanying quest to offer a tough gauntlet with a really sweet food recipe at the end of it. Now you know what you have been stashing those Namatsu for. Now, before I read, for those who don't know what Namatsu is, it's basically a legendary fish to catch. You can catch it from any fishing spot, but it's probably randomized, but it is not. It can be caught on specific fishing spots, and there are over 5, 8, or at least 10 of them to catch. Anyway, the new era is activated upon reaching the escape pod at Crown and going a bit back to the helipad. Upon arrival, all should be clear. So that means when you complete this end game quest, you have to return to the helipad. So if I'm thinking of a helipad, where it might be, probably somewhere in Crown Station, but when I'll play the game, I will see for myself where it is. Surreal Dove and Deathless Run. As I made the previous video before, I have made a video on how to acquire a surreal key, the surreal key, and how to open the surreal door. Again, you have to complete the entire run without dying. And that's how you acquire the key. And the door, it's definitely located in the Diamond's Mine, where you find a locomotive train. And and there is a surreal door next to the water. If you have managed the arduous task of obtaining the key, you can now open the door and see what lies beyond. Remember to think like a proper magpie and snatch anything that seems valuable to take with you. So again, when I made this video of opening the surreal door, it was nothing, but it did open. So in the next update, we're also gonna get loot. What loot? Well, again, we'll find out. We also added death counter into the collections screen under total progress, so you will know for sure how many times you have expired. Also fixed are some pertinent issues, so using amber mana pills will not count against gaining the key. So again, like I said before on the previous video, acquiring the surreal key, using amber pill or amber mana pills will count as death no matter what. So now from now on we can spam this pills and no more deaths. Next up, New Game Plus. You might have found a map of the island at the Arc level 2. There are some green lights, there are some red lights, which seems to denote certain locations or objects. If you manage to turn all those light green lights green, you will get to go deeper and reach a way to start over. You will be able to retain some things, such as the prizes from the new area and beyond the surreal door, in addition to your level, skills, and all materials put into the arc. Once you start the cycle, everything will be otherwise BS when starting the game from scratch with a fresh save, including the possibility to reach the surreal key. Well, that was a lie. Enemies will be a bit tougher, and here might be some new dialogue in certain places. New Games Plus cycles are not limited, so head deeper and deeper if you wish, but it will only get more challenging. One thing I want to know is, do you still get to keep the items that you have acquired already, like Power Fist, the Copper Sword? I have no clue, so I will find out when I complete the game and do the New Game Plus. New craftables. Paintbrush will allow you to paint those disturbingly white walls and some of the objects and furniture you are able to build. Alright, so paintbrush, very nice. Give it your house a little bit of a touch to make it nice or not so nice by your taste. Rubber duck. Ducky is a trinket that stops you from drowning. We know it is quite aggravating to be in a tough spot and backpedal into a lake when defending yourself against undead threats. Rubber duck will teleport you safely back to land without any loss of life. Very useful, very useful. You know, I barely actually died by drowning, but here's one time when I actually did, which was my very first playthrough. See down there the Westport? This is where I was doing the quest to acquire the riot shield. And down here, like right here, when I was fishing, I went right there to go a little bit. There was this platform that was, well, broken down, and I would just try to walk on it and then decide to go back, but then without realizing I could not return back. So the only option I had is to basically drown to teleport back to the campfire. And yeah, and that's my very first death by drowning, and exactly right here on the Westport. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the third one is portable monster scanner. Okay, not gonna read everything here. You'll read by yourself if you want to. So just like Link Tower, you can have a portable monster scanner, so you won't have to go to the Link Tower, scan for the monsters, where are they left when you try to complete all 3 ascensions, like how I did recently. And that's definitely like a quality of life, just like what it says down there. Well, not gonna read the whole part of it here, so alright. The changes. Doomsday DLC, we know that. New endgame area and a related quest at Crown. After reaching escape pod at Crown, return to the area with helipad. So I'm guessing the helipad must be somewhere located in the Crown station, if I'm correct. If not, then maybe somewhere else. Again, when I'll play the game, I will search for the helipad. New gameplays for those who reach the Orca level 3. So back then, you had only 2 levels inside the Ark, and now there's the 3rd level. Surreal door can be opened. Well, yeah, it could be opened, but now, if there is a loot, well, I'm into it. Paintbrush, portable monster scanner, rubber duck, fast travel map highlights current player location, new save game backup system. In case of something awful happens. Yeah, like I know something awful will happen. New sound for the monster lure. Honestly, I do not use monster lure, so but I still crafted it anyways, because why not? Death count is now shown. Gamepad icon. Alright. Now the changes. And here are a few things I'm gonna read for you guys. Buffed power fist range slightly. That's interesting. Buffed sledgehammer modifiers by adding multiple object hit modifiers. So that means we'll probably hit. We will be able to hit more objects at once than hitting one object per another object. Home portal lock. Well, I'm level 71 or 72 currently, so I have no problems with that. Lowered costs. That's nice. Dice effect buffed. Very nice. Buffed hunting rifle in exchange for 1 less ammo. So that means if you have a fully upgraded hunting rifle, you will notice you will have 8 bullets instead of 9. But other than that, it's good. So far, this is a great deal, and I will definitely play Doomsday on the next video. And since, well, as I'm talking right now, of course the microphone, this buzzing noise can bother you a lot, so I would try my best to play Dismantle, but talking less. Like, you know, I talk and then turn off the microphone without making a video to hear nothing but buzzing noises only, like right now. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, the usual. As I said, I will for real play this game and the DLC. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.